You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the June 4th meeting for the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accessLaPorteCounty.org.
Welcome to the Michigan City Park Board meeting for Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Walker, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Mr. Glidden.
Here.
Ms. Sperling.
Here.
Mr. Hoffman. Present. Mr. Labus.
Present.
And Ms. Ward.
Here.
Are present.
The minutes of the previous meeting, we have been given a copy. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes as they're presented? Otherwise, we'd be looking at a motion to accept the minutes.
I move that we accept the minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
New business. We have the 2025 Fall T-Ball proposal. Mr. Walker.
Yes. In our efforts to find a way to make baseball in the city financially make sense, we've been kind of in the red for the last few years. We would like to add fall T-ball to our offerings. Number one, given that 4 to 6 age range, something to do in the fall season where most kids are out playing football or soccer in that time, given another offering that's during the week, we think that'd be really good. And it's the same price. They get 3 weeks of practice and then a month of games, starting the second to last week in August and finishing the first week in October.
Is it
That's
Is
awesome.
it weeknights or weekends or?
Weeknights.
Any other questions? Any comments from the public? What's your pleasure?
No.
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we accept the 2025 Fall T-Ball proposal. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Michigan City special events, plates and skates proposal.
Hello, everyone. Eric Williams, Michigan City Special Events. Just kind of simplify this. Basically, we are just looking for permission to stage 2 to 4 food trucks at Pullman Field every Wednesday from June 11th to August 27th. The plan is to stick with food vendors who are local to Michigan City or LaPorte County. We're not planning on charging a fee this year, just with it being a first-time thing, just kind of seeing how it goes out. And then also not offering water or electricity, so the food trucks would need to be self-sustaining.
I love this idea. I'll be the first one to say it. I love it. I know LaPorte does Tuesdays, foodie Tuesdays, something like that, and it's really popular over there. People love going there.
And we felt Pullman was a good spot. Again, the west side of town, there's not a lot of food options is probably an understatement. So we thought the location would be good for it and reason for people to come out to Pullman that may not otherwise.
Will there be any signs like leading people that way? I know, again, like you said in LaPorte, they have it right there on Pine Lake Ave,
I'm like,
Food Truck Tuesday or whatever.
exactly.
You know, something to get people from Franklin over to them
I'm
or
sure we can-
Wabash.
Yeah, I'm sure we can probably come up with something.
Yeah.
My question was going to be, so access is going to be through the Washington Park, the gate there.
No, so this is at the skate park at Pullman Field.
Oh,
And then if for any reason like it wasn't working for them, Can they opt out, or are they tied in for the whole season, or is there like a contract or?
We would have them do a contract. The plan would be, if it's not working out, to probably reevaluate and see
Yeah.
if there's a change that we could make that would benefit them better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool.
At which point, if we did, we would of course come back and adjust that with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric.
Absolutely.
Any other comments or questions from the board? Any comments or questions from the public? Then it's your pleasure.
Here you got some down there.
Dabney?
Yes, it says official dates. I see June 11th. That's a week. Are you guys ready to go that soon?
I can be ready to go. I've got food vendors that have been for 3 years now beating down the door for more opportunities here in Michigan City. So I'm sure I can pull something together really quickly. If not, we may push it back until the 18th, but I'm pretty confident I can get something ready. by
I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to pull something together, being it this first time.
Mhm.
You really want this to put your best foot forward and have this really ready to go.
Mhm. Yeah, most likely I would anticipate we would probably push it back to the 18th.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I want to see it succeed. I think it's a
Right.
good idea.
Mhm.
But a week, that's pretty quick. So
Yeah.
good luck to you. It depends on what they say.
Absolutely.
But
Thank you. Any other comments?
This has nothing to do with this one specifically, but there are multiple different departments and organizations around the city that's really looking to food trucks right now. So in the next few weeks, you'll probably see a few more items on the agenda like this, but I mean, we still have to work around the city's ordinance and food trucks and how to work it out, but people are really looking into bringing more food trucks to the city. So be ready for more of these proposals coming around.
It's great.
Thank you.
Is there a cost, Will, for like the other, like they have a food truck at Washington Park? Is there?
We do have a cost of $100 to park at some of our other parks, but it was lower before we just kind of dove into it. I think trying to start a program like this, like getting people to show up, using this as a first year to understand what the event is, like you get food trucks. If it becomes a thing, they'll be able to charge whatever they want to charge for it next year. You got to get the people to show up first to get the trucks to want to be there.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
You know, on that note, I do have a question. When it says 2 to 4 food trucks,
I almost anticipate never having 4. The reason I put 4 was in case this does take off and the decision was made to expand it, we wouldn't have to come back in front of you and ask to do more than 2.
mhm.
The plan is most likely going to be 2.
Yeah.
And Wednesday is a good night to do it because most trucks don't have stuff to do on Wednesday nights.
Mhm. Cool.
Cool.
It's your pleasure.
I motion to approve the plates and skates proposal.
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you for lunch.
The next item is a raise in pay for the under 14 single umpire, Mr. Walker.
Yeah, we're having major issues finding umpires for baseball this year, and we're finding out that it's not just us. A lot of surrounding areas are having issues because the umpires get paid a pretty penny on weekend when they umpire travel ball games, and the city league games during the week. They're kind of like, yeah, we just won't do them. We'll wait till the weekend and do 10 games for twice the money on these days and won't come back down. So yesterday we had a no call, no show, found out that the guy ended up umpiring somewhere else on the same night. Found out that yesterday New Buffalo ended up canceling 2 games because their umpires left to go somewhere else because they're getting paid more elsewhere. So specifically we're currently talking to Coach Coulter at the high school about using some of his players to umpire our 11U games. But for the 14U games with the older kids, we want to keep certified umpires in there. And to retain them, we just want to up the price $10 to try to make it look better to come umpire our games. I mean, It's a problem. Like right now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're struggling to find umpires to get through the games that we have. So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Do they get a check at the game site? Or they gotta wait?
No, it comes in like a week later, but I mean, if you get 2 weeks in, then you have consistent checks coming in. Yeah.
And just 180 extra? for the
Yeah.
whole thing?
Yeah, because we use because we already have a problem finding umpires, so we went from 2 umpires at the 14U age to 1 umpire at the 14U age. So it went from $40 last year up to $50, and now 50 to 60. The With that being said, the 14U games are they're budgeted for $75 a game for 2 umpires, a $40 umpire and a $35 field umpire. So still at $60, still coming under budget for what we budget for. Yeah.
Quick question for you, Will.
Yes, sir.
Does that $10 increase make that competitive pay? Or will we still be running into the same situation? What do you think?
$60 put it at the same thing that the travel umps are getting paid right now. on
Okay.
weekend.
Good,
How many
thanks.
games, they get 2 games a night or?
No, it's one game. We only play one. Everybody plays at 6 o'clock every night. So it'd be 1 game a night, 2 nights a week.
But if anybody wants, I know you want to use certified people, and I think that's a good idea, especially with the older kids. If you have anybody that's interested in there that wants to do that, I'm the president of the Hoosier Association, so
Okay.
we can get everyone a trial 1 year IHSAA license for free. So just reach out to Will, and he can reach out to me if anybody's interested in that. We can do the paperwork, but we can, if you just want to try it, see if it's your thing, we can work that too. So
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great information.
Any other comments? Any comments from the public? What's your pleasure?
I motion to approve the pay raise rate for the 14U single umpire.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Reports of the officers. Superintendent's report.
Thank you.
Mrs. Easton.
Thank you. Melissa Moore and I attended Health Foundation of LaPorte's grant award ceremony yesterday. Melissa wrote her first grant for the department, and we were awarded 7 AED units, 2 cabinet mount units, and then all the signage. If we had to purchase that through our budget, the value is about $17,000. So I congratulate Melissa. Not only for her first grant, but providing this vital safety equipment for our staff, which is very important, and the entire community. So great job, Melissa. I attended the mayor's town hall meeting on May 22nd and Congressman Mervan's town hall meeting on May 29th. These are very informative sessions, so I encourage the public, get out there and listen to what your leaders have to say. Congressman Mervan brought a lot of information back on the federal level. And then Mayor Angie, of course, addresses things that affect our citizens in Michigan City, and she does a great Q&A session. So I've been to all of them this year. So pick one. They're in neighborhoods throughout the city and try to attend.
Do they have the next ones? Are there dates for the next ones?
They're on the city's website. Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't have it. June 25th, pretty sure. I just don't know where it's at. Water Tower ribbon cutting ceremony was held last Saturday at Water Tower Park. We had a great turnout. There was, in my estimate, over 80 people showed up. The mayor did her move with the mayor program, so that was fun. A lot of people participated in the taekwondo demonstrations and the community workout session. We had Frosty Boy with their food truck there, so everyone that came out got a free hot dog. Mr. Glenn was partaking in the snacks, free hot dog, chips, pop, and an ice cream cone. And we had a lot of giveaways. I think we had 75 giveaways for the kids, like sidewalk chalk balls, bubbles, hula hoops. And I'd like to thank our design teams from Hitchcock Design Group and Jones Petrie Rafinski, and then also our construction team from Holiday Construction. They donated $500 a piece to pay for the food and the giveaways. So that was really great. And it was just a great day. As far as revenue for the department, as everyone knows, we have been experiencing a crazy spring. The weather is just all over the board. Parking revenues down year to date as of yesterday, 16%. Stickers are up 23%. I think people are starting to realize now that we have this July 3rd deadline. It's the second year, so they're coming in earlier.
Go down to that July 3rd deadline.
What's that?
Say that July 3rd deadline.
Yes, last day to get parking stickers is July 3rd. So please get down to the sticker office and get that handled. The zoo is down quite a bit last month, but I think with all of Jamie's field trips that she had booked, they're only down 4%, so not a whole lot. And then golf is up 10%. So across the board, adding all of our main revenue streams, we're really at the same as we were last year, just different categories. We experienced pretty heavy storm damage from the storm and power outage on Thursday, May 15th, followed by the windstorm on Friday, May 16th. Damage to the Singing Sands fence, which I showed you at the last meeting. We received our first quote, $86,200 for the fence. The golf course pump house, its whole power supply was blown out, so we have to replace the boards. $4,000 is the estimate. We lost $1,385 in food out of the concession stand, and some electrical component at the elevator at North Point also got blown. That's another $3,600. So we're looking at damages for those 2 days of a little over $95,000. We did open an insurance claim, so now we're going through the quote collection process and getting things scheduled. So yeah, it's been a really horrible year for us for storms. And that's not counting, the 13 trees that went down at the golf course that was done in-house. It's been a lot, and all the sand that Pat's crews have had to deal with. It's been a crazy spring. On a happy note, the press box has been completed at Patriot Park. The contractor was great to work with, Pat said, got it done very quickly. So that's back open and in operation. And I have no vandalism to report.
Good. I got a question about trees in the golf course. Is there a plan for, we lost a lot of trees, very mature trees. Is there a plan to replace them?
So the city tree board was awarded $1 million grant for tree removal and tree replacement planning and maintenance in the city. I met with them in the mayor's office this afternoon. So yes, there is a plan. They have prioritized the top 400 trees in the city for removal this year. Trees cannot be cut down in Indiana after October 1st because we have the Indiana bat rule. So they're really kind of this group that's handling the grant. They're scrambling to get RFPs out, but they will identify, they said there's several in the parks. And then of course, the parks are going to be targeted heavily for planting and reforestation. Maintenance is going to be key to this. I keep stressing that you can plant as many trees as you want on parkland, but someone has to maintain them. There's a lot of maintenance that goes into planting new trees and people don't realize that. So we're working closely. They just hired a new forester contractually. He's also the one that did the city inventory, so he's very familiar with what needs to be done. So that's exciting news for us. We'll be the benefactors of a lot of work through the grant. So I'll keep you posted as it moves along.
Great, thank you.
On that note too, I know Mary Cannot mentioned there's been this dead tree. Is it still there by the Guy Foreman Theater? Like if you're looking at the theater to the left.
So I think that the one you're referring to was taken down in the fall.
It was, okay.
But there are, I think, 2 more that are identified. Again, they're going to come out by priority.
Yeah.
How they were identified in the citywide inventory.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than 400. It's just the dangerous ones are coming out first. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if you see anything, you want me to add something to the list, just pass it along to me. And then of course, I talked to the new forester today about, has anyone told you the trees to take out of the inventory? Because we've lost so much from storm damage this spring. They may be on your list.
Yeah.
To get removed, and you're going to bid them out. The tree's not there anymore. So we're trying to coordinate that effort as well.
Is that stump removal too? Is that everything?
Stump removal, pruning, trimming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because probably still, if a tree went down, there's still going to be the stump there.
Yep. Stump removal is part of the grant.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Walker, Assistant Superintendent's report.
Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling that summer is in swing right now. That June 1st date came around and it seemed like we had like 9 programs starting all at the same time. It started off with a very busy weekend, Saturday morning. While Shannon was setting up for the ribbon cutting ceremony, I was here at City Hall with the baseball program, having pictures upstairs. It was a little chilly outside, 52 degrees that morning. So we had them upstairs in the lobby here at City Hall. And it all ran really smooth. And I raced over to the Water Tower Park to that nice event. And after that, when I went to another event that was at Pullman Field, was a summer kickoff. And that was like the level up of the Water Tower ribbon cutting. It was probably a solid 15 vendors out there. The park was full of people. It was really nice vibes for most of the day. A really good atmosphere out there, real good community atmosphere. So shout out to the local OES and Brittany Rodriguez for throwing that. City Kids Day Camp started Monday. So did the baseball season officially started off Monday. And we started food trucks in the parks. We had a food truck in front of Lot 1 on Monday, and we had La Patrona at Millennium Park on Tuesday, or Millennium Plaza on Tuesday. And there's a lot more of that coming for the rest of the summer. We also started our Summer City Sweat program on Monday with, it was a Zumba on Monday night at the beach, and it was a workout at Pullman Field on Tuesday. All those schedules have been posted on Facebook. I got an email today that we can expect our new website very soon, and we're excited for that to make sure that all updated information is always out there. Events coming up for the rest of the month. We have Bike the City going on this Friday. We're meeting at the Martin Luther King Center at 6 p.m. to take off. Again, we ask that everybody is required to wear a helmet on the bike rides, but we are meeting at the Martin Luther King Center. We have bucket golf on Wednesday, June 11th, next Wednesday at Water Tower Park. Water Tower has been a very popular park since the weather has turned. And I think that this would be something fun. I'm going back and forth over not even charging it. I think it'll be a lot of kids at that park and it give them something different to get into instead of what we've been getting called about, what they've been doing. So give them another activity to do. So I'm going back and forth in my head over whether or not this should be free, just an activity for anybody in that neighborhood to come out and do. Because
That's a good idea.
I think we'd be all right doing that. Still trying to get that game out there and people wanting to play.
What time is that at? That was
3:30.
okay.
3:30 next Wednesday. Next Thursday, we have Pour and Paint at Krieger Memorial Hall, 5:30 to 7:30. You can still sign up for those. There's tickets on Eventbrite on the Auto app, or you can call in to the park department and we'll help you get a ticket if you're struggling to get on your own. And of course, we got Chess Club on first and third Mondays at Krieger Memorial Hall, 5:30 to 7:30. You called me on Monday. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Sorry. I figured you were busy, so I didn't call back. It was a good turnout at Chess.
Okay.
There were some new people who showed up, which was really nice. And it's nice because now people are really starting. But in the beginning, people met with their cliques and played, but now it's more of people are rotating, like your normal chess. Somebody plays here, they lose, they'll go to another table, and that person who wins stays at that table.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice.
Yeah. I know I've been going about 35 minutes early the last couple weeks because there's a gentleman and his grandson that's been showing up. They say they ride the bus, and they said,
"Oh yeah, he was there again."
Yeah, when they get there is when they get there. They don't want to wait outside an extra 45 minutes until it's open. So they ask could they come inside and just start playing. I said, I'm here to set up. It's a chessboard right there. Go ahead and play.
That's awesome.
So I've been making sure I get there by 4:45 every day to open up for those two. Yeah, but it has been a great
You'll
turnout.
be here on time this next time.
Huh?
He won't be early this time.
Oh, okay.
This next time, yeah.
Okay.
He'll be there on time.
All right.
That was Calvin, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
It's all right. I'm gonna be there regardless, just in case. Just in case I'll be there. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's all. Oh, and June 19th. The special events department, Park and Rec, IBE, MBA, NCAA, Eastport Neighborhood Association, West Side Neighborhood. A whole bunch of organizations came together to help plan this year's Juneteenth celebration. It'll be at Guy Foreman Amphitheater at Washington Park Beach. We have a lineup of entertainment from noon to 9:30 p.m. It's for everybody. It's for everybody. Come out, enjoy. There's stage play. There's the municipal band will still be playing on Thursday, June 19th. We have Reggie Foster Experience. This is a jazz band, smooth jazz, I guess you can. Yeah, smooth jazz band, a 7-piece band that'll be out there to play. Ed Hollis is a man from Gary who is on residency right now in Las Vegas doing a Michael Jackson impersonation, and he has agreed to come and do a performance. So it's very eclectic and wide range entertainment for the day. So we welcome everybody to come out. There'll be food trucks and vendors, free food from noon to 3 o'clock. Come out. It's for everybody.
And it's free.
And it's free to be there.
Parking fees apply.
Parking fees do apply to anything that happens at Washington Park.
It's my auto app.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
Thank you, Mr. Walker.
No problem.
Planning Commission Liaison, Mr. Hoffman.
I'm update us at our next meeting. I had a family emergency, wasn't able to attend this meeting, but I'll update.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I attended the Port Authority meeting on Monday and they had no business that affected the parks. Mr. Labus, the Zoological Society.
Yeah, I had a conversation with Mr. Stimley. Looks like Saturday's Brew at the Zoo is completely sold out. So kudos to the Zoological Society. I know it's always a big event. Parking does apply, so make sure if you're coming. But they are looking for sponsorships for the 5K run here this summer. It's $100 for your logo or name on the back of the t-shirt. If you're interested in sponsoring the 5K run at all, go ahead and reach out to them via their Facebook page. They're looking for sponsors, and it's a nice, pretty cool shirt they usually have, something creative. So if you're interested, go ahead and contact them.
Thank you. The attorney's report.
Yes, good evening. In for Laura tonight. Good seeing everybody. No other particular report.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Director's report, Jamie Huss.
First project, I'm dealing with a cold or allergy, so I did do a small PowerPoint to kind of add the photos to the descriptions of what I'm going to give you with the changes that have happened. Kind of gives you a visual. So basically, it's been a busy season, even though it hasn't been busy attendance wise. It's been busy in-house work wise. We did lose our last tiger, which made the news. He was 20 years old, which was about 92 in human years. Big loss, but we do have the leopards that has taken the exhibit space, and then they're using it more and more every day. We did get inspected by USDA, which is a pop-up inspection that happens at any time. It can happen twice a year, once a year. We did pass it with no non-compliance issues. It isn't as tedious as the DEA inspection, but it is a very thorough inspection, and we have to pass that to keep our license to be open. We have to meet the same requirements as Brookfield Zoo or Columbus Zoo, so it's not an easy thing to stay to those standards. We did fix all the roofs that were damaged in the May 2024 storm. That itself was a huge undertaking, moving animals, keeping the workers safe. It was just a lot a lot of scheduling and planning for that, but all the roofs are redone. It looked nice. As Shannon mentioned, we've had a lot of school groups. We're at 160 now. They can still book them. They're required to book 2 weeks in advance. We only do 800 reserve spots a day because that can be chaotic. Like she can tell you, we've had fields of yellow buses that take over the whole parking lot. We do try to schedule them out. They can come in early at 9:30 and stay until 1 o'clock to get a full day into the zoo. But it's been fun. We did exchange the old zoo sign on Lakeshore Drive to a sign that matches the old LED sign to kind of give a branding of the coloration. It was done by Tony Blanco, local artist, does a lot of the artwork at the zoo. It's a lot eye-catching. It's people take photos by it. So it's nice to have. Some of the upgrades we've done are just safety. This doesn't seem like a whole bunch of a change, but if you're a keeper walking past that door, that red door now sticks out a lot more. Your locks stick out a lot more. So just small things like that. When we're doing our upgrades, our painting, have enhanced our safety protocol and policies. Some of the upgrades are not by choice. USDA took over birds about 2 years ago. Before that, they just managed the mammal collection, but they manage the way you exhibit them, the way you take care of them, their enrichment programs. Because of that, we had to make sure all of our safety barriers were a little more safer to prevent any potential issues, fingers getting bitten, animals getting fed stuff. That's kind of hard to do with a 94-year-old facility with no walkway space. So we got to get kind of creative without taking away exhibit space. So this one here, like the Upper Avery, we added, it's a wood fence that was about 4 foot tall. There's small mesh behind that. And then there's portholes for the wheelchairs, strollers, and short people so you can look through. So just a different view of the animals rather than just having a wood fence. We also did flower boxes to kind of give a view. Some of the exhibits like the eagles are not going to be engaging to the public. So their barriers are more just like on the 2 sides, just to give the birds a little more of a safer spot. But anytime if the animal is going to be encouraging contact, like Bob the crane in the Upper Avery, they wanted you to have a secondary barrier of some type. Science just doesn't cut it. It has to be something that is substantial. And it's kind of like each inspector has their own way they see that. So hopefully these changes are okay. So our inspector had no issue what we had going on now, but these are new laws, so they're going to change over time. We'd rather be proactive than get found out the issue after the fact. So the Red Barn, we moved the chicken coop into the barn itself as a avian flu precaution. The old exhibit was open top, so birds could fly in. We also had to lock the birds in it every night so that we had no predator issues. Now with the new setup, it's safer for the birds, easier for the keepers to take care of. And now that space that used to be part of the ocean coop can go back to the goats to expand that yard, that collection there. Some of the changes were when we did the roofing, we went from that poly roof that has been there longer than me. It was very fragile. So if that would have actually broke, we could have had a bird escape. So we just decided to improve it with a shingle roof. One that saved potential trees falling down. Like Shannon said, there's been a lot of storms. We just want to make every exhibit, if you're going to make an improvement, make it long lasting and more beneficial for the animals. This is just a walkthrough emu exhibit. We kind of add the flower boxes again. We didn't want to take away the view of the animals. We want to make sure that we are as safe as we can. So these can be modified over time. The nice thing about these, we kind of stowed Pat's ideal about moving them on pallets. So all of these planters are able to be moved easily if by chance we need to replace the fence or they break. They're not permanent. The Conyers was one of the easier exhibits to modify because all they got was a Lexan panel that replaced the wire mesh, and that's inside the jungle building. This one here was basically on the back side of the exhibit. The guests got eye level to that hawk. So this was an easy fix. We just made the east side of the exhibit solid black metal. And that gave you the front view unchanged. That we can still have the view of the bird from the front. The bird feels more comfortable from the back, and there's no potential of anybody getting taloned by a hawk. This one was just for beautification. It had the wire rope across the handrail that we left on the sides of the exhibit, but this kind of gave it a bit more substantial. That area is a big field trip staging area. So a lot of kids were climbing over that fence back and forth. So we did this on that side and the lion side, just for those areas that the kids and the families kind of migrate to more. Just so they're more, we went with bamboo just because it was more natural. Some improvements have just been for the animals' point of view and not for the public or because we had to. The leopards got some new climbing decks. The bed in the center is actually made from fire hose donated by our local fire department that we upcycled to make them a hammock. So it's tightly woven. So it wasn't fray. But these kind of changes that we're always making, they got a new bouncy ball that they can tug on and that lunges up. So we're always just trying to improve their lives and give them the best chances and enrichment they can have. This was a budget issue. Last year we had enough for one house. This year we budgeted to make an addition, and they also got an indoor pool for the capybara. It includes a shift door that we can actually split them up if we needed to. So some things, it's a domino effect with our budget being so limited that we plan ahead with that 5-year plan that we now know that we're not wasting money to redo it. It's planning ahead to have a vision of what the best use of money is for the animals that we have in the collection. Other than that, we do a lot of community events. We went out to the Michiana Bird Society. We don't bring birds to that. We just bring an education table to explain for all those pets you're going to be buying at that bird show, the long-term effects. It also promotes the zoo and what we got going on for the year. We did a turtle appreciation day. We tied it in with the Indy Princess event. But we had horse races and it was a big hit, especially on for the ones who attended, plus on Facebook for people who get to review it. Animals didn't mind it either. They got a watermelon buffet at the end of the race. Keepers enjoyed it too. So we also did a buyback with Buffalo Wild Wings. Made $225 from that event. We have one planned coming up for a few more places. Community partnerships is always important for the zoo. The Queen of All Saints Scout Troop came out and they built the butterfly houses and installed them. And then we planted pollination plants in that whole bed, including some milkweed. This is our 3rd butterfly garden at the zoo. So rather than just have invasive annual flowers, these not only benefit the beauty of the zoo, but also the environmental animals that go through us. Shoulder Safari has been a new program that we just kicked off again. We had stopped during COVID. We had 7 kids last time. This next one we have 10 signed up. So it's a small program. We're still taking signups every day. You just kind of show up. They do arts and crafts. It's only an hour long, 9 o'clock to 10. They meet a few animals, arts and crafts, story time, if the kids will sit through it. But just a nice way for younger kids just to get involved with a chaperone and use the zoo. The zoo camp is full, but we kicked it off April 1st and it filled up in 4 weeks. We have a wait list. It's 15 kids per session. That way we can do more activities behind the scenes. It's one that we hope to expand once we get a classroom that can fit more people. We like to eventually do fall, winter camps on top of it, but now the summer camp is the big draw. We always get asked what's new. That's new. We got a pair of hornbills. The first time we've had hornbills out of our zoo since I've been there. So we're hoping to have babies in the future. They're up in the Upper Avery. So if anyone wants to visit those guys, they're there. We have a few events coming up. I said we have GF coming out. We have Peepers. They're going to help redo the rest of that barn fence. It has at least, I would say, 15 years of paint on that white fence of the barn. So So we're replacing it with natural fence that won't have that paint. The vinyl fence is out of our budget, but this will help prevent the paint chips from going everywhere. We appreciate GF coming out and Peepers. This is their third year helping us out, not on this project only. But eventually we have the whole barn fence redone. We also have a few fallow deers coming in to add to our aging collection. Some ermine coming from Alaska. We're still working on the Wings of Wonder exhibit that we're hoping to enclose that to make it an all-season exhibit since we're expanding our season for the public. We also have Father's Day, Family Day Camp, with the zoo tickets coming on sale, and adult zoo camp. So it's been trying to keep people coming back for different things. We also partnership with Ace, both Michigan City stores. So the whole month of June, you can go in and you can round up your sale, and that money will go back to the zoo to help finance the Wings of Wonder exhibit. We also have the one for Panda Express coming up. There's one in June and there's one in October, I believe the 25th. Just because they're easy ways to draw up attention to the zoo and get community support. That's all I had.
Thank you, Jamie.
Sorry, so fast.
Congratulations on passing your USDA inspection.
Thank you.
I know that's stressful.
Yeah, especially when they're pop-up.
Yeah. Any other comments? Thank you very much, Jamie.
Thank you.
Department Finances, Mrs. Sperling.
Okay, tonight, the claims docket for June 4th, 2025, municipal is $97,420.78. Golf petty cash is $1,786.85. Total claims is $99,207.63. And I move that we pay these vendors.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, we have payroll number 11, from May 11th to May 24th, paid date May 30th. Total payroll is $115,624.68. And I move that we pay our awesome people.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, we have gifts and donations. Unknown zoo donation miscellaneous for $217. Let's Go City donation summer sweat sponsorship for $1,000. Ashley Kohler donation YBL team sponsorship $400. And Buffalo Wild Wings zoo donation give back night $225. I move that we accept these very generous gifts and donations.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Minor transfers, none. Zoo endowment, none. Board of Works, none. Credit card charges, none.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any comments from the public?
I know you got something. Look.
They'll all come up at once.
I was like,
Comments from the park board?
I did have a question just regarding the previous meeting. I know we had tabled the junior golf fees. Any update on that?
Yeah, he actually turned it in yesterday.
Okay,
So
okay.
it'll be on the next.
So it'll be on the next one. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Just wanted to double check.
Yep.
Thanks,
No
sir.
problem.
Any other comments?
I'd just like to thank Jamie for a great presentation and for all the workers at the zoo that go unnoticed and behind the scenes. They do a lot of work and we really need to celebrate those people a lot. So thank you to everybody at the zoo.
I attended the Water Tower Park ceremony. It was great. It's a great new park. The kids deserve it. And thank you very much. Shane, I know a lot of it is due to your work to get the grants. So thank you very much.
Enjoyed your vote.
I can't believe Mr. Glidden wants more trees at the golf course. I seen him play. I can't.
Was that a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn, Mr. President.
Thank you.